Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? So good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to today. Well, I have been tagged by one of my subscribers. Her name is Tina Golick, and I am going to be doing a fall tag, and this tag is entitled Home Tour and DIYers Fall Tag for 2018. I've got 14 questions to answer, and I'm going to jump right in. So here goes. Number one, do you use a theme in your fall decor? Not really. I don't really, I mean, other than your normal pumpkins and scarecrows, I guess that would be a theme. You know, for the more traditional side of the house, I do have two different decor themes kind of going on in this house. I've got this side that is decorated traditionally, much like you see behind me. And then on the front of my house, in the living room and dining room and foyer, I've used lighter and airier, more farmhousey, but not really farmhouse because I use pops of color, but that kind of shabby chic kind of look, creams and light greens and golds and silvers and things like that. So I use that for the front of the house, and then the more traditional decor for the back. And the traditional decor lends itself to the big bold pumpkins and scarecrows and big bold colors of fall. So I guess if I had a theme, it would just be your regular fall themed type of accent pieces. Okay, number two, what are your favorite fall colors? But I love red. I love a pop of red in my decor, no matter the season, honestly. So red is one of my favorite colors, and I really like a nice, rich, warm gold color. I didn't used to like that when I was younger, but I don't know why all of a sudden I really like that pop of gold in my decor. So I guess those are my favorite. And then if I'm talking about the other rooms, I really am enjoying working with that really pretty green color, and also a blush pink this year. I do have a couple little things that have a blush pink going on in them this year, and it's really pretty, you know, paired with your creams and those types of, you know, in that color hue, you know. Okay, number three, do you have any decor traditions? I really don't, not for fall. I just kind of go after it one little item at a time, one section of the house at a time. I would say a tradition that we always do on Thanksgiving Day, though, which is pretty much what I consider the end of my fall decor, or did before I was a creator on YouTube. To tell you the truth, I'm going to start decorating for Christmas around November the 1st this year, but normally in years past I wouldn't start until after Thanksgiving Day. And on Thanksgiving night, with all the family here, which was usually my husband Chris, our two daughters, their significant others, and my dad and mom. My mom is no longer with us, but my dad still comes. And Thanksgiving evening, after we're done eating Thanksgiving and the dishes are done and the football games are on and, you know, whatever, we decorate our Christmas tree, my big Christmas tree that sits here in the family room. We all decorate it as a family. So I guess that could be considered a fall tradition, but it's one of my favorite memories throughout the years, you know. So that's kind of a tradition. And number four is, what are your favorite fall decorating memories? Well, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say just what I just said and explained that's, you know, you know what I'm going to say? I made a new memory this year, though. You know what I do want to add? I made this fall tree, as you can see, sitting back here this year. And that was so much fun, you guys. If you haven't done that yet or tried it, I encourage you to try it. This was a 5-foot Christmas tree, you know, kind of a primitive Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And it was $80, 40% off, you know, though, or I used my 40% off coupon. Now I think everything's 40% off in at Hobby Lobby. And I just started going at that with a vengeance, and I really enjoyed this. I do have a video for this that I'll try to link below if you would like to see how I did it, but it's just as cute as a button. So I think I've made a new memory for myself. I did that by myself, but it was a very neat, fun little project. So I'm going to go with that for one of my favorite decorating memories. Do you have any favorite decorating activities? When my kids were little, we would, but nowadays, no. I don't really have any favorite activities. Of course, when the kids were little, we would carve pumpkins, and you know, Chris would draw faces on the pumpkins because I'm not a drawer. No, I don't paint, I don't draw. But Chris would draw, you know, faces on pumpkins, and he would carve them, and we'd let the girls scoop the goop, as we called it, you know, and have newspapers all over the tables, and you know, have a big time, and put candles in them, and take them out on the front porch and light them, and ooh and all over them, you know. So we had that when the kids were little, and you know, we made a big deal out of that. But now that the kids are grown and gone, I would say Chris and I really don't have any, you know, decorating activities anymore. I'm kind of active in my decorating every day, but you know, that's about it. Number 6, do you use scent for fall while decorating? I sure do. I really like to light candles. I found a new one from Hobby Lobby, as a matter of fact, and you'd think I would remember to bring it over here. It was cider something or another, and it smells really good. But one of my very favorite scents is from Yankee Candle, and it's Spiced Pumpkin. That's one of my very favorite scents. Throughout the years, I've used that. So I really like Spiced Pumpkin. And I try to light candles and have that, you know, it warms your house up, I think, in feel, you know. When you have a nice fall smelling robust, I think of that as a robust smell, you know. I love that. I love that. Cinnamon is also, brings to mind the holidays, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot. Cinnamon smells. I liked, you know, I don't remember what it is from. Sparkling cinnamon, that's what it is, sparkling cinnamon. Yeah, I use scents all the time. I try to remember to light candles, and kind of makes you feel good to do that. Okay, number 7, do you decorate outdoors? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I usually decorate our mailbox, and I usually put a wreath. We have a front light post on our walkway as you're coming up to the front of the house. I decorate that. Usually put a wreath there, and a couple of decorative flags out there, and then I decorate up our little front porch. We don't have a huge front porch, but I do, you know, decorate it to the nines. I have a red wagon that sits out there, and I redecorate that for the seasons. And you know, I have a couple of other staple pieces, what I call my staple pieces, that I decorate on or around or in, you know. So I change my decor out for each season. Fall being no exception. I really go crazy with fall. I love it. You know, the more the merrier. I also have a big, huge fall wreath. I'll put a picture of it here. You know, for the front door. So, yeah, I love it. I also have a link for, and I'll try to remember to put a link in the description for that wreath too. That was a fun one to make. It's a big grapevine wreath. Okay, number 8. Where is your favorite place to shop for fall? Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby. It's my favorite place to shop for all things home decor. Honestly, goodness. I do love home goods too. A hat at home is really nice too, although at home doesn't do a lot of sales. So if you go into at home, you know, you kind of feel like you're going to be buying things at full price. And I don't care to do that. I like to be able to use a coupon, or they don't have coupons in there either. But I tend to like to use a coupon or buy things that are, you know, on sale. I feel a little better about doing that. So, but Hobby Lobby's always my go-to for sure. Okay, let's see. Number 10, do you change your fall decor yearly? No, not really. I have a lot of decor that I have been collecting for years and years and years, and I add to it. This year I have created a good many new pieces, the fall tree being one of them. I just got a 3-tiered pumpkin. I'll put a picture here. Wire pumpkin from Joann's that I just did last week or the week before. I did that. I've done some lantern bow toppers and funky bow toppers and things like that. So I've added to the decor this year, and I try to do that each year. You know, I try to add a little something to, you know, to bump up the decor a little bit, but to switch it all out every year, year in and year out, I can't afford to do that. I don't know who could afford to do that really, but I can't afford to do it. So no, I just add to my existing decor, and I do try to purge and get rid of things that I haven't used for a couple of years. If it's still sitting in a bin and I haven't touched it in 2 years, it's out of here, you know? And that also gives me reason to replace a few things now and again, you know. So let's see. Number 11, do you use food or drink with your decor? Not usually. Around Thanksgiving, I may do an arrangement with gourds and pumpkins and things like that, but not often. I don't do like, I see a lot of people with coffee trays, or what are they called, tea trays or whatever. I don't do that yet. That's not saying I won't, but I don't normally decorate with food or drink, not usually. That's not something I've ever done, so. Okay, number 12, who is your fall inspiration? TV, another YouTube, magazine? I would say probably magazines. There are times when I'll pick up a magazine, you know, in line at Joann's or, at, you know, somewhere. They have, in Joann's especially, they have a big magazine rack sitting there. So I may look in a magazine, but I'll tell you one who has been inspiring me. Well, one who always inspires me is Kim over there at Sweet Daisy Creations. I love her. And then also Liz over there at Traditions for the Season. She has inspired me to do a few new things this year that I never thought to do. So both of those ladies have inspired me this year specifically. So check them out. Kim at Sweet Daisy Creations and Liz at Traditions for the Seasons. Both beautiful, lovely ladies, great decorators, wonderful crafters, lovely personalities, both of them, awesome ladies. Also a new one is Danielle's Decor. She's a new lady this year. She is like a house on fire, that little thing. She just is wonderful. I love her too. So those three ladies. And I don't want to start naming others. I mean, there are so many of you out there, you creators, who inspire me all the time. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by keep continuing to mention folks. But so I would say YouTubers have inspired me too this year. Okay, number 13. Is there a holiday that you focus on during the fall? I think they're asking maybe about Halloween or Thanksgiving. Maybe, you know, I do not do any kind of Halloween anything anymore, to be honest with you. I used to when the kids were littler, but nowadays I keep it kind of harvest or fall, autumn, you know, decor, kind of generic, more generic autumn decor, more geared toward Thanksgiving and gathering and give thanks and that kind of thing. You know, more traditional autumn decor. I really don't do Halloween. Halloween was never my favorite, and I don't want to, you know, insult anybody or anything, but Halloween has never been my favorite. I don't know why, it just hasn't been. So, okay, number 14. What are your top, this is the last question, what are your top 5 favorite fall DIY items? I'm not sure if they're asking what items you work with to create your fall or what items you've used in your fall decor that you like. So I'm going to kind of answer both. Of course, my 3 major tools that I use all the time in my decor, no matter the season, are my hot glue gun, my Snippers, you know, my wire cutters, and my mat. I bought a mat a while back that I never even had a mat. I never used to work with a mat until I really started doing the funky bow, and then I needed a mat because I needed to cut my ribbons. So those are the 3 basic tools. Also, Chris made me a caddy. You guys, he made it out of PVC pipe. It is the best little thing I've ever seen. If I could, I'll insert a picture of it and show it to you. He made it, but it holds my pipe cleaners and it holds my you know, tie wraps and my scissors and my rotary cutter and my Snippers and glue sticks. It is awesome. I love it. That is one of my major tools nowadays, is that I have that on my island when I'm doing my crafting every time now. So those are my tools. As far as what I use in my decor all the time, I would say my lanterns are a big deal. Another thing that I'm loving too are these 3-tiered trays. Now I don't use the galvanized trays like a lot of ladies do with the, who gear their decor more toward the farmhouse, which I love. Instead, I use wrought iron. I use a lot of wrought iron in my decor, a lot of wrought iron accents on the walls and things. So I have a beautiful wrought iron tray that I'm actually going to be decorating for a challenge that Kim at Sweet Daisy Creations and I are putting up for next week, or the second week or the third week actually in September. We're going to be putting up we put out a challenge to everybody to do a tiered tray, and that's what I'll be using. I have a really big 3-tiered tray that I bought from Hobby Lobby, which is really inspired me. I also have a pumpkin that I bought this year that is a wrought iron or a wire pumpkin. I'll put a picture here, and this is how I made it for fall. And some of my subscribers have said, Arlynn, you could use, you could do a snowman out of that and just put a top hat on him and make him a snowman. And another one of my subscribers said that you could make him into a bunny for Easter. I'm like, you guys are genius. Oh my goodness. So I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this 3-tiered pumpkin, snowman, bunny, So I would say those are the, the 3 things that it says 5. I gave you like 6 things, but I don't know what they're asking. So I'll just kind of give you a snippet of both. Obviously, fall leaves, pip berries, pumpkins, scarecrows, all of that have been, they're integrated into my decor, and I love working with those items. I love fall. Fall is one of my very favorite times of the year to decorate, it really is. I absolutely love it. I like the rich, full colors on this side of the house, and I'm just starting to work. I haven't had anything on video yet, but I'm just starting to work on my living room and dining room with the lighter and airier colors. So I'm really enjoying that. So I think I need to tag one person, 1 or 2. I think I'm just going to tag one, and then we'll let the tag go on from there. I think anybody can do this. If you'd like to do it, feel free. I would imagine it's a fun one to do. But I'm going to specifically tag Kim at Sweet Daisy Creations and tag her to do this one. All right, that's it for this one, you guys. It's just a sitting, chitting, chatting with you on this one. And I've had a good time. This has been a fun one to do. So thank you, Tina, for tagging me, honey. I appreciate it. And let me just say, like I always say at the end of my videos now, that I hope that there's no one out there struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain. And if you are, I hope that there's someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each and every day, making the best of every day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your mind or your heart, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or where it should be. I love you all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. So I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.